1, 2.
Almost had a crash. Oh, damn it.
In and out of traffic here on the 405 northbound. It's got heavy traffic coming up here, approaching the 101 freeway.
It's dangerous pursuit here, people.
Does, but desperate to get away. A stolen vehicle.
Almost wrecked a couple of times just as we're going live.
This is Gil Davis up in Sky 5 along with my pilot.
Sorry, I got so many damn things I gotta like load at once here. It takes me a second to actually get into the chat with you guys.
Of this white vehicle, it looks like it's a Kia Soul.
Another, oh my God, look at these rates of speed. 100 plus miles an hour in the middle of traffic. Oh God. 100 miles an hour through traffic on the 405 northbound. Coming out of the valley. Oh no, the brakes, he's gonna wreck.
Hopefully he doesn't rear end somebody.
Oh my God, he's gonna wreck.
Almost hits that car. Wow, dangerous situation.
Oh my God.
As this vehicle continues northbound on the 405 freeway, approaching the 101. Like I said,
heavy traffic coming out of the what is it? The Newhall Pass over here.
There's the LAPD in trail.
Oh, this is a dangerous one.
This vehicle that's driving so fast. It's come close.
Okay, I'm in the chat.
Multiple cars has actually hit at least 2 since we got on the pursuit here. Coming out.
We've had almost 3 crashes already in 1 minute and 40 seconds of airtime. Oh my God. There's
the last second to get on
60 miles an hour in the middle of 405 traffic. Lane number 2 as it merges, it gets a little bit tighter here as we get through whatever pass this is.
Traffic, LAPD there right behind him.
Oh, this is so dangerous. Gil Davis on the call. Sky 5. We have KCal back online. They lost the signal there for a second, but we'll stick with Gil.
It's a confirmed stolen vehicle out of the...
Stolen vehicle is your want. It's a silver Dodge Charger, but it's this very specific type of Dodge Charger as we swerve back on them, which it looks like the 134. Westbound 101. I thought that was said northbound on the sign. 101 will take us back up to the PCH. We've been here before. It's going to be a great chance to pit if there's nobody in front, but there is. We can't see what's in front of the vehicle since we're looking at the camera from the side angle as we go through those like built-in cones into the HOV lane, back into lane number 1.
A little bit better. I would say
this is the same road we were on before, coming off the PCH with the box truck. So these specific version of the Dodge Charger has been getting stolen like crazy lately because it's so easy to turn the. Oh, he's going to get pit right here. If you have this type of Dodge Charger, it's ending up in the stolen vehicle chase all the time because of how easy it is to. I think you have to replicate a key fob with it or something. There's something with the software that people have just been jacking these Kia Dodge Chargers. I don't know if we can pit because it's just so tight there. Oh God, we're getting off the. Okay, we're off the freeway. It's going to set up easy chance for a pit maneuver if he makes a left-hand turn. Here comes the CHP left-hand turn. Could have anticipated that one, but we stay with it. Little mini Night Sun on top of them, running adjacent to the 101.
We'll see if they. Looks like that LAPD lead unit there is trying to set up for a.
It's LAPD, not CHP. Okay, I figured since we're on the 405, we'd get CHP. Backing off a little bit here.
Boulevard is where we're at here on the south side of the
80 miles an hour on Magnolia Boulevard, hugging the 101 off the 405 in the valley. We're north. Should be in like west of Sherman Oaks, 90 miles an hour on Magnolia.
We'll see what's ahead.
Don't know what's ahead. Some point it's gonna just have a overpass with the 101, and you know he's gonna try and make a right to get back on there. No.
Slowing down there, probably not knowing.
Oh, look at this hard into that turn number 2. Ross Chastain type turn there from the LAPD unit. Hunting for a pit maneuver. Night Sun now blasting the back left quarter panel. Like a surgeon prepping the spot.
Into the neighborhood here in Encino.
Encino, yeah. So Tarzana, Encino, Calabasas, you name it. That's the neighborhood we're in, going away from Downey. Oh, God. Just ran over a cone.
Actually hit the car.
Oh, the poor cone.
Running stop signs around that vehicle, not knowing.
Another Dodge Charger has no clue what's going on.
cutting in front of that car going
Oh, anytime they go wide like that, it sets up for a pit.
back towards the
But they're not going to
101
pit with pedestrians around and or
Again, a stolen
oncoming
vehicle.
vehicles.
LAPD West LA units went into pursuit. They tried to pull it over, failed to yield. And we should see the freeway here in just a second. LAPD coming right up on its tail. Maybe he's trying to set up for a pit. Back onto the freeway.
Would have been a good. Is that a 101? 101 eastbound. It's southbound. Yeah, there's no east or west on the 101, Gil. 101 southbound headed back towards downtown, also back towards the 405 interchange where we just came from. And we have shown no regard for any sort of traffic here lately.
Including a car that was on the side of the road. Made some very tight squeezes between vehicles. And we're back up to almost 100, no, there it is, 100 miles an hour right there.
Making it look easy. Not so much traffic on the 101, but as we get closer to downtown, it will pick up.
And we might see this car go back on the 405 freeway right now. In that lane, he would be going back onto the 405 freeway. We'll see what the driver does. He's been trying to fool that lead officer by taking a transition route at the very last second, going across a gore point. We got other vehicles on the freeway, of course. We'll see what he does here in just a second. He's in that gore point. Let's see if he tries to fool that officer once again.
No. Oh, if he tried it there. You see how that curb sticks out like that?
Transition here.
There is no ramp on that curb. You go flying.
It looks like it's going to be setting up for the southbound 405. Back the direction.
Back to the 405. Stolen vehicle.
Looking at the
stolen vehicle. 3-star chase bordering a 4. The way that's chase started off there with the severity of the driving. I don't know if the southbound side has the same level of traffic that the northbound side did. Keeping my eye on Jalen Brunson over here.
We don't know how many people are on board.
Cash. All right, that's
definitely
game.
A stolen vehicle. The LAPD's confirmed that with us. I try to see inside the car here just real quick to see if we can see what the driver's doing there. $80 miles an hour passing.
Still southbound 405. At least we've calmed down a little bit with our speeds, and the traffic isn't as much of a concern. No mode to pull over as the CHP is in pursuit, taking over for the LAPD.
If the LAPD wants the CHP to take over the pursuit or not, it sounds like they want the CHP to get involved.
Okay, maybe that's not
CHP. One unit of
CHP.
CHP on scene at least. And they will likely transition and hand it off to the CHP now. We'll wait to hear that confirmation on the radio.
That is a Dodge Charger, correct.
All the way across to the slow lane, back, and then back into the middle of the freeway. Let's take a look here. That is still LAPD and trail there, the primary unit.
Okay, so not CHP. If it's CHP, they're very sticky with their defense.
Southbound 405 passing Getty Center Drive. Heading back in the direction this pursuit started. There's a move
starting to pick up here.
The fast lane.
He does not like traffic. He has no regard for traffic at 100 miles an hour here. Those cars are doing steady speeds. Probably doing 60, 70 miles an hour, but because we're going so fast, it's just kind of a blur.
For now, it's LAPD West LA still in pursuit of the
DJ Kevin Scott, appreciate you 9 months and counting. Count that as a marriage at this point. Can have a baby in that time. Yeah, this chase is humming. We're at 90 miles an hour right now. No surveillance mode tonight with this stolen Dodge Charger.
Now, a few weeks ago, we saw a very crazy pursuit involving a Kia Soul and two other vehicles that were trying to appear to assist that Kia Soul from getting away from LAPD officers in that pursuit. And once again, here we are with a stolen Kia Soul southbound on the
No, Dodge
405
Charger.
Freeway.
Someone's got to get to these
Sunset
helicopter
in
pilots.
about a mile or so.
They do not know cars. Only Stu Mundell knows cars. W's in the chat. York Bison. See you, York. 5 subs going out to our community members. Ad-free police chase viewing here. If you're just joining us, 405. We are 405 southbound, not northbound. It says north on the top of your screen. We're southbound. Stolen Dodge Charger. We've gone northbound 405 to the northbound 101. We've gone across side streets. We are now back on the 101 southbound to the 405. Headed towards... we're going through the pass here. We're headed towards LAX.
We're gonna get into some
really getting speed. Yeah, once we come out of the pass, it's straight downhill and it dumps you off into the equivalent of like the Pacific Palisades, and then it's gonna just load up with traffic because eventually you're gonna run into the 10 interchange. That is a lot of lanes of traffic to go across at 80 miles an hour. Now into the shoulder.
Right in front of that.
Still swerving in front of that XL Dodge Charger.
Officer made his way through there just fine.
Officer in tow.
Southbound 405 approaching Wilshire, 100 miles an hour, and we're going to see that traffic start to bunch up here very soon. Approaching that.
Boom! Oh my God!
Comes up. He hit a car there.
Completely wrecked! It hits the median.
Trying to squeeze between cars and hit that car.
Oh my God! A soda can.
Side of the wall of the freeway, the sound wall, and then bounced.
Big crash there on the side.
The hood popping up. This pursuit is over.
You could say that again. We got smoke in the cabin.
Felony stop in progress. The windows are completely up in the vehicle. Door opening now.
Doors open. This chase is not over. We've seen a Frogger pursuit. We have seen multiple Frogger challenges on freeways a lot busier than this.
Possibly those airbags deployed.
Movement in the front seat. We don't see any sort of surrender just yet.
Driver moving around.
He's moving around. He's throwing some shit.
Moving items around in the passenger seat.
There is a non-zero chance he goes Frogger across the 405. He's getting ready to open that door.
Trying to split lanes between.
He tried to split the uprights there.
The rear car spun the car just enough out of control to slam into that sound wall, bouncing off the sound wall all the way across to the center divider, hitting the center divider.
I mean, he hit that at like 90.
Do a stop right here. The driver not complying.
That driver is moving around, fidgety, maybe injured, no clue. Going to the glove box, it appears.
I'm trying to get even closer here with our lenses to try to get a look at, see what the driver's doing. Grabbing articles there, I don't know if that's out of a jacket pocket or what, but definitely awake, conscious, moving around. What?
We're only gonna get replays on KCal, which they're showing them right now.
The door popped open for a second.
But KCal doesn't have as good of an angle.
Isn't all the way closed.
Can watch a replay after.
There it comes.
Okay, doors open. They have a much better angle here on KTLA.
Hands up. It looks like compliance. Got the airbag to deal with.
God, he's got a hoodie on. Hands are up for now. Going to the pocket, interesting. Going to the pocket again, not the best decision.
Officers giving him commands to back up towards them.
Leaking fluid, hydraulic stuff there. I don't know, oil.
In the meantime, 405 southbound.
Still not code 4.
Down.
God, those cars are going so fast on the northbound side. Please don't do that. Don't even think about it.
Hands on the head, knees on the ground. They're going to have either lay down or stay in that position, and they'll make their approach. A dramatic end to this pursuit. At least 3 cars that were hit by this suspect, possibly even more during the chase. But 3 that we know of, that we heard of, and at least 2 that we've seen, especially the last one here, ending with the car spinning out, losing control.
Looked like he took the worst of it too, right? That was nuts. Moving in, they're going to clear the vehicle first.
Now they're going to approach, they're going to check the vehicle for anybody else inside of
Be
it.
code 4 here momentarily. Okay, now we're code 4. Drop your 4s in the chat, people. We have a successful code 4. I don't know. This guy just able to walk away from that wreck like it's nothing is crazy to me.
Driver in.
Those Dodge Chargers, though.
Custody now.
Okay, let me. I'll make a quick change to KCal. Maybe they'll show us a replay. Otherwise, I can just go look it up on YouTube.
Well, the California Highway Patrol didn't have a chance to get into this pursuit. They were attempting to get into position. LAPD asked for them to take it over, but in the meantime, LAPD stayed in the chase. The driver run out of luck here, hitting a vehicle, trying to split lanes between 2 vehicles.
Away and
back vehicle clipping the rear end of the car,
So
getting
that
into the
also
sound
means the
wall,
traffic is,
and then sound wall,
the cars
and then
behind
bouncing
us,
all the way
I can
across lanes
still
into
see
the center
some
divider.
that are still being able to go by,
And that's
but
where
that's still going to close down so many lanes of traffic, right? I mean, my goodness, they've got to get this car off the freeway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm listening to them actually talking about, and it sounds like they want to block all southbound lanes right now. So they said the northbound side is okay, but they want to block off the southbound lanes. And already as it is, you've got, it looks like the 2, 3, 4, and 5 and the carpool lane closed there. So you have traffic just barely squeaking by, but you know, they got to do an investigation, take pictures, document, and then bring the tow truck out. So this is going to start to be a problem for a while.
Well, all right. So hopefully, if you're listening to us,
Okay.
watching us, and you have to get out later, you want to avoid that area. That's for sure.
All right, I don't think we're going to get a replay on KCal, but give me a second. I'll re-rack it on KTLA for replay.
Worse than it did. We don't see any loss of life here, and no other.
Okay. We're going to run it back for those of you that missed it, if you were in an ad or something. Okay, here we go. Got it on YouTube. I'll run back the wreck right now.
There, just fine. Southbound 405 approaching Wilshire, 100 miles an hour, and we're going to see that traffic.
Let's see what happened
start to
here.
bunch up here very soon.
This is right when...
Oh, he hit the car. He's going to lose control. Hits the side of the wall there. The hood comes up. He hit a car there. His luck ran out on it.
Oh, the axle broke.
In front of that car, trying to squeeze between cars and hit that car, clipping him, losing control of the vehicle, hitting the side of the wall of the freeway, the sound wall, and then bouncing all the way across lanes. The hood popping up. This pursuit is over.
One more time. Sorry, my computer's a little laggy lately for some reason.
Big rig, trying to cut the officer off. Officer made his way through there just fine.
How fast? He was going 115 right here.
Southbound 405 approaching Wilshire, 100 miles an hour, and we're going to see that traffic start to bunch up here very
He's at
soon.
107 as he goes for the split.
He hit the car. He's going to lose control.
Oh, he just side just. Oh, that's such a hard hit.
He hit the car there. His luck ran out on him when he tried to cut in front of that car, tried to squeeze between cars and hit that car, clipping him, losing control of the vehicle, hitting the side of the wall of the freeway, the sound wall,
Damn.
and then bouncing all the way across lanes.
Well, that was a chase, people. Gotta figure out what's going on. As soon as we get to like the 15-minute mark, it starts getting a little choppy, doesn't it? It's not like that for the first 15 minutes. I refuse to update my OBS because every time I do it, there's some like setting that messes it up. But it's definitely been noticeable lately. So, okay. Wow. Suspect walks away from that chase. It didn't even, the most damage that was done to a civilian there was just when he was splitting, rubbed up against the quarter panel on the left side. So maybe just some cosmetic damage to the Dodge Charger that sent him fishtailing. I mean, best case scenario there for the innocents. All right. Those of you still in here for some reason, follow the account if you haven't already. Turn on your notifications in the event we have another chase tonight. There's still 2 hours, and we have birds in the air. What do we know? Chases breed chases. Chases breed chases. All the choppers are up right now. So if there's a chase before midnight tonight, the copters are up doing the 11 o'clock news, waiting for something to go live. They're up. They can get to it a lot quicker. So you got to follow the account here on Twitch. Turn on your notifications. But since we will have a chase within 4 hours, we're at Skywob Alerts on Twitter. Tweets from there are just for notifications as a backup in the event there is another chase within 4 hours. But as anyone that's experienced in this chat can tell you, chases sometimes can last 15 seconds or 4 hours or somewhere in between. So you don't want to miss the first part of them. Okay, I think that's all for tonight, people. Thank you for joining us. We got merchandise, birdsintheair.com. Still working on fur missile dog collars and per missile cat collars. Should be really good, but be debuting it soon, hopefully once the designer is finished. Until then, I gotta go record a next video. Bye-bye.